This training is about landing pages and websites. And I get this question so often. Yes, of course, everybody needs a place to land online. You need a place that people click and they find you. You've got landing pages, which is one page doing one thing, or you've got your website. So most people traditionally think like, I need a website. Of course, when I'm going online, I need a website. And while it's incredibly important for certain things, it may not actually be the place that you want to start. So let me tell you about that. Websites in years ago were like places where you put all your information. And there's still a real value to that, especially if you're blogging. You're going to want a spot where you can be able to expand your business. And clearly, for credibility, you need a website to be able to demonstrate and show people who you are and your background. But that's not exactly where everybody starts anymore these days, right? So in 2020, you want to use your website for things like customer service, the blogging and search engine work that we mentioned. You might want to sell your products through a website, like your shopping cart on a website. I mean, they're really good, valid reasons to have a website. But what you need to do first, right, is you need to be able to talk to people. And they're coming on these other platforms. You're not finding just a website out there. They're finding you because of some sort of conversation that you're already having. And that conversation is probably on a social platform somewhere, or a blogging platform, or maybe one of these like Q&A forums. I mean, they're finding you out there and then stepping their way in, and then eventually looking at your website. They're not really starting there. And in fact, this year and in recent months, most of the social networks are all enabling shopping directly in the platform. So actually, instead of doing the things on the website that were typically done years ago, now the whole process is moving forward to keep people right where they were. So you can shop on Instagram right there. You can shop from Pinterest off of a pin. Uh, Facebook has developing, or is already working on their own money system, and you can buy right now with your debit cards. So you don't want to wait and draw people all the steps back to get you onto your website. You might lose them along the way. And you want to be able to nurture the conversation and keep that conversation engaging and from where it is. So pull yourself out there, and you're going to be talking to them out that way. And you're going to need a landing page because it's simple. It's exactly related to the conversation that you're having. So if you're talking about your coaching one day, then maybe you're talking about how you helped somebody and a story about that. Then your landing page would be for your coaching. Another person might have a book that they were selling, and one of the chapters of something that they wrote about is being talked on a forum or in one of the Facebook groups, and that may come about. Well, you want a landing page about the book. You don't want to just land on a website and have to dig through all the information and try to find where the shopping area is in order to be able to find the exact book that was just being discussed. So it's kind of like, when you're shopping, you want to be able to find the right aisle, and you start in the right aisle for the right thing and move from there. So landing pages are awesome, and you may have multiple landing pages for all the different types of things that you want to talk about. So they will be an addition to your website. You can do them on your website, or you can actually use a different landing page tool, your email service, or you can use landing page tools. We've got all of that listed in the resources, so I'm not going into the specifics of that kind of thing right now. I just want to let you know that landing pages are much easier to create. They're physically just one page, and they've got one action that you want that person to take. So for example, today I'm telling you about landing pages and websites. So I'm talking to people who might be struggling, trying to figure out what is that initial piece that they need to do to have people, land on when they click to talk to you. So if that's the case, and you're still trying to figure out how do I take my business and figure out how to get people to come and land to me, then what I want is I would love you to have a phone call with me. So my call to action is for you to be able to click below and get on a call with me I do these for free so that we can see if there's a fit between us, and we can come to figure out, what you might be working on, and if I'm going to be able to help you with that. Either way, you'll walk away with some good clarity. So please take the time to be able to fill that out at the end of the video. But the point is also that that's what I'd have my landing page for. If I was discussing this in a group and I offered to somebody, hey, why don't you just, pick up the phone and let's talk about this issue that you're having, I would direct them to a landing page specifically for a free coaching call with me. And the page would have information about getting on the line with me, my background a little bit, so that they could kind of get a little flavor of who I am, definitely some testimonials and who I've worked with, and a button to be able to take the action and immediately, fill that out and get on a call with me. And that's the same kind of a thing you do with your landing page, whether, again, it's your book or a course or coaching services or anything that you might be doing. So landing pages is absolutely a fantastic first step for people. Website is great. May not be your first step. May not necessarily need to be your first step. And aren't you happy that it may not be all that complicated? Give me a call and let me help you figure out how to get those landing pages up so that you can start selling your services and your products online.